Hey everybody, and welcome to Moviegoer. I'm Max Forrest.
I'm Paul Ilge.
We're here to review Beetlejuice. Actually, I'm here to review Beetlejuice. Paul never saw it. Anyway, Paul will be doing a retro review of Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yep.
That's right. So without further ado, my review of Beetlejuice. That was good.
Yeah, that was good. That was perfect.
Winona Ryder in her adulthood has become a famous TV medium. An episode of her show is derailed because of a vision she has of none other than Beetlejuice. These visions would persist. Her moody daughter, who thinks her mother's a fraud's relationship has been strained ever since her father's death. She literally has a alleged mother as her mother's contact. She would soon strike up a romance with a cute boy. But things aren't what they seem. Next! So the positives. All of the performances are great. Veterans like Catherine O'Hara deliver. Both Winona and relatively newcomer Jenna Ortega are great, and you really believe them as mother and daughter. The creativity. I love those shrunken head guys. Influencers' faces getting sucked into their phones. You can tell Tim Burton was having a lot of fun. I thought the story was very unpredictable, lots of twists and turns. I couldn't predict anything really, and it was heartfelt when it needed to be. And of course, Beetlejuice. Michael Keaton is still at the top of his game. There's a scene where he's singing, which is my favorite bit. What didn't work for me? Monica Bellucci's character could have been left out. We have a story going on with Jenna and her mother and Beetlejuice and Cute Boy, and she felt so unnecessary. You could edit her out and have a better movie. So why a low thumbs up? Well, it's because I didn't laugh once. The things that were supposed to make me laugh didn't make me laugh. It was a laughless experience. So that's why it's a low thumbs up. But it still was an entertaining, creative ride with heart. So I know this is a movie review show, but there's something that I have to get off my chest. It's about a video game. And I might get some heat for it from fanboys, but, whatever. Super Mario Odyssey. Fuck that game. Let me tell you what this game is. You go to a new kingdom, and then you find these moons. They're like these crescent moons. And then you go to the next kingdom. I spent $60 on this. And you go to the next kingdom, and then there are moons that you get. And then you go to the next kingdom. And it's like there's some cool shit. But then the goal is to catch all these moons. And so basically, I just had my phone open with tutorials, and I'm taking notes. And then I have my notes, and then I have my fucking game. And I'm going, this is just the same thing over and over and over and over again. Where's the fun in trying to find impossible to find moons and having to write down directions to be able to play the fucking game? Fuck you, Mario Odyssey!
Alright, so, Invasion of the Body Snatchers from 1956. You know, it's actually funny, I didn't realize that there was a remake in the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, so I watched the 1950s one. Yeah, that was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. The opening of the film starts with our main character. He's frantic and he's trying to warn people about what's going on. It was very refreshing to watch a movie that didn't have a million cuts. It was just straight, one angle, one shot. You let the camera go. You let the actors act. I'm sick of watching movies where it's a simple conversation between two people, and you got camera over here, camera over here, camera over here, camera over here. There's this doctor. He's like a psychologist, psychiatrist, and these patients keep coming to him. They all have this same kind of situation going on where a relative, or one instance, like a young boy, he's frantic he's talking about how his mom's not really his mom, and there's another woman that's talking about how her uncle's not really her uncle, and they can't quite figure out like what's going on. Like, why are all these people not recognizing their family members? And it starts off as like a really cool psychological thriller, which I thought was really cool. Actually, what's kind of funny is I feel like the main thing that hurts the film is the title itself, because the title sounds way cheesier than the movie actually is. It was very refreshing to see a film think about its shots, where at the beginning of the movie there's a conversation scene that's walking down a hall, and then towards the end of the movie they're having a totally different conversation running down the same hall, and the shot is almost exactly the same, but the context is completely different. I thought that was pretty creative and pretty modern for, a movie that came out in the 50s, like almost 70 years ago at this point. I don't want to spoil the ending, but the ending was really satisfying.
Nice.
Overall, I would definitely give this one a high thumbs up. Very high thumbs up.
Nice.
If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend seeing it. And who knows, maybe one day we'll talk about the 70s one and maybe we'll do a comparison.
Perhaps we shall. Well, I think that's it, right? Isn't that our show?
I think so.
First episode.